For most of all of our lifetimes, the big food corporations have simultaneously created and marketed foods that are not good for us while also selling all sorts of products with reduced fat or carbs or sugar. Those processed foods make up a good portion of America's diet. And now we find a good percentage of the country is obese.
Part of the problem is people are trying to figure out how to eat. Science journalist Mark Schatzker has a new book called The End of the Craving, Recovering the Lost Wisdom of Eating Well. He joins us live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
So much to go through in this book, but it's just fascinating to me how you talk about, Northern Italians eat all this delicious, sometimes high carb foods, and yet they're the thinnest people on the planet. So it doesn't really work with what we've been told about what we should be eating.
Yeah, we fought a war against fat in the 80s, and then we turned our guns on carbs. And then you look at Northern Italy, and they have these incredibly delicious artistic renderings that combine them both. I visited Bologna, where they value pasta so much they have a golden tagliatelle noodle in the Chamber of Commerce, and yet they are incredibly thin. The rate of obesity is 8% versus 42% here. So this tells us we're getting something fundamentally very wrong. On the one hand, it seems unfair. Why do they get to be so thin and eat so well? But it also tells us that there's a better path forward.
Well, some people might think, okay, maybe the Italians are exercising more, their portions are smaller, there could be other reasons for this. What is the reason? Is it just...
I think the reason is that we approach food fundamentally different. They revere the enjoyment of food. They don't consider it suspicious. They don't think enjoying food is dangerous. They think there's something pure and noble in the products of the land and the earth. We've been fighting a war on food. We've been, talking about carbs and fat. We've been introducing artificial sweeteners and fat replacers, doing everything we can to fool our brains, to think, we have the technological edge on food. And the fact of the matter is, it just isn't working. We have to embrace the kind of the nobility of food at its purest.
So to boil that all down, should we just be eating real food instead of processed foods? Will that alone do it despite portion sizes?
Well, I think, we've been saying that for a long time. I think the key is not just real food, but enjoying eating, to look upon every meal as an opportunity to receive pleasure from food, not to live in fear from food. Food gives us pleasure 3 times a day. It's one of the most fundamental acts of existing, is nourishing yourself. And we've become so incredibly alienated from it.
Yeah, but your emotions don't care. I mean, your body, the mechanisms of your body don't care about whether you're emotionally happy or sad. If you're eating a package of Ding Dongs, you're going to gain weight. Correct?
Well, listen, I wouldn't suggest the Ding Dongs, but the central finding in this book is that we don't come out of the womb on a mission to gain weight. There is this knock against people with obesity that they indulge themselves in the pleasures of eating. That's not true. What the brain science tells us is that people with obesity crave food more. So what we have to understand is, what have we done to our food environment that has tilted literally millions of brains into the position where they want more food than they physiologically need? And this is where we get into some of the additives, things like artificial sweeteners, fat replacers. We think our brain is stupid, that the appetite is from this Stone Age. And the fact is, it's incredibly smart. It analyzes every bite you take. And when we try and fool it, when we think we have the edge on it, it blows up in our face. Real food does not give us these fake signals and does not coax us into a state of wanting to eat more food than we need to.
So we've always heard diets don't work. What if someone's watching this and saying, I want to turn something around before the holidays or start? What do you recommend? How do they start?
Well, I would say don't do things like if you buy things that are light or diet, that is a good indication that they've been technologically tweaked in such a way that they are going to make the food taste different than it actually is, which is to say it might taste rich and creamy or sweet, but then it delivers your body fewer calories than it's expecting. Now, we think this is a good strategy, but it turns out if your brain is actually paying attention, this isn't a good strategy, because your brain says, okay, the next time I eat, I'm going to have to eat more because last time I got ripped off.
All right.
Who knew? Well, for more, you can check out markschatzker.com and follow him on Twitter. Mark, pleasure to talk to you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for having me.